Hello. So I chose to do the vector addition problems, and so I have my vectors here, their lengths and the direction, and here's the diagram. And so first what you want to do is break up your x's and your y's. And so for your ax, you see that your length is 4 meters, and so your length is always going to be your hypotenuse, so I just like to write it here. And so for your AX, you like to look at the position and see where is it at with the angle and with the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse, and it's adjacent to the angle, so that would be cosine. And since the X is going this way, it's positive. So it will be 4 cosine of 30. And so now we look at the B side. And since B doesn't have an angle and the length is on the Y side, it will just be a 0. So 0. And so for C, if you look, here's the angle for C. And so your X, this is your AX, your CX, and your CY. And so this is your length, your hypotenuse, which is 8, because it's 8 right here, so it's 8. And then you look at the angle and see the hypotenuse, and it's opposite of the 40. So it will be, and since it's to the left and down, it's negative. So it'll be negative 8 sine of 40 degrees. And so before we add that up, I like to do the Y side. So for AY, so you look at this angle right here, and so this is the hypotenuse, and so since it's across, it's opposite. And since it's going downwards, it's negative. So it will be negative 4. So it's going across, so it'll be sine of 30. And so since the length is going upwards like this, it's 6, and it will be a positive. So, because it matches up here. So it'll be 6. Okay, and so for CY, this is your CY right here. And so you look, so this is hypotenuse, and since it's beside it, it's adjacent. So that will be cosine. So that will be, and since this is also down, this is going downward, it will be a negative. So it will be negative 8 cosine of 40. And now that you already got all your measurements and stuff, you would just add them up. And so I already pre-added it up. So this is 3.46. Oops, this is 3.463. Okay. And so this one is 0. This one is 5.14. This over here for the B side is negative 2. This is all just stays the same, 6. And this one is negative 6.13. And once you get all of the values on each side, you just add them up. And I did that also. So for RX, it would be 8.6, and for RY, it would be negative 2.13. And so to find the magnitude, you would do the equation of r equals rx squared plus ry squared, and you would square it, and so we do r equals 8.6 squared plus negative 2.13 squared. We're just taking the values from this side and just putting them in the equation. And so you would do r equals, I already added all these up and got the values for it, so I'm just writing them here. Plus negative 4, 5, 3, 6. These values are 8.6 squared right here and negative 2.13 squared right here. So you add those up, and that's 69.4231. And so when you square that, r would equal 8.33 for the magnitude. And for the direction, you would do theta equals 10, 1, and you would do negative 2, 1, 3, because you put, for the equation, you put, it's 10, 1, and you do ry over rx. So you will put the x under, and it would be 8.6. And you put that in the calculator, and that would be 13.9. And for the resultant, since it's going left and up, that will be north of west. So these are your final values. This right here is your magnitude. And this is your direction. Oopsies. Yeah, direction. And these are your rx and your yx. Thank you.